Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another one of these LinkedIn Live tutorials. As I said in the past, as those of you who know, I'm Liberty White, and I like to simulcast. So one stream, multiple outlets. So we are. If you can hear me, let me know by saying hi in the comments, and then we will be able to get into it. I would like to have some preamble so that I can make sure that all systems are firing because you there are times when you've been on a stream and you have to tell folks like, okay, it's going. Hey, Marcia, thank you for letting me know by saying hello. You're going to enjoy this stream tonight. I mean, all of the streams are amazing, but in particular for people who get overwhelmed. That's the sweet spot for me is what helping people break out of the stress of creating content or creating their marketing plan, um the complexities, things are always changing, and then really just giving you an opportunity to gain some new skills and really for it to work for your business and your brand. So, hey, Barsha, because I didn't put it on the screen, so I wanted to do that. I'm going to dive right into this. So, when people say video marketing, a lot of times they lump the production side and the marketing side. So first I want to just in the next, and I'm going to try to keep this short. The last one was about roughly 13 minutes. So I'm like, you know what? If I could do this in under 15 minutes, that's a sweet spot. Maybe I'll come back next week. Let me know if you want to see a series on just the planning part of creating your content, creating your video marketing plan. What I'm about to show you tonight, first, we're going to break down video marketing and production and just the differences there. So that can help you place like what category are you in? Are you in the planning stages or are you in the marketing side of things? Then I'm going to show you a tool that we created with 100 Small Biz. That's the educational side of what I do. Back in 2016, we're doing a workshop series. It was downtown, and just recognizing that some of our attendees who were startups, who were marketing managers or social media managers, that they were coming to these workshops because it's like, okay, video, and we've come a long way. 5 years is a long time. There was no TikTok at that time. Instagram was not even really too heavily into. They were getting started with video. The live stream they started at the end of 2017. However, they came because they're like, okay, Liberty, we have to integrate video into our marketing mix. Where do we get started? So this is where I wanted to, as I said, that there is a difference between, so you've got the video production side of things, and that's really when you come that's the idea behind that is like your pre-production. So is that finding your location, figuring out your business goals, the strategy, like all of those elements follow under the pre-production to actually get to the production stage. So let's say here pre and then the production stage. And that is when you're actually creating the content. So like if we put this under the production stage, like producing this tutorial series and actually recording or actually going live. So that's your production phase. And then the third part that you have is the post production. And that's just really completing the project, completing whatever the content is that you're creating. That is video production. Now we'll talk about the video marketing side of things because and this is really important, especially if you're new to the space. Maybe you've got a promotion, maybe you're looking to switch industries or switch careers, that you know your skill set, you know your strengths, and then that way you can find your fit. Am I really on the production side? So I like to create, I like to ideate, I like to actually, put those pieces together, or are you on the video marketing side of things? And the marketing side is where you get into the distribution. So what channels are you using? Where is this? We always say to people when they're like, okay, we have a campaign. And one of the first questions I should say that we ask is, where is it going to live? Like, where is this for your website? Is this going on social media? Is this maybe is it a series that is going to be behind some gated content? Because that will help us as not only like we do both, so the production, but then from the marketing side, so we can think what your end user, what your audience is going to need based on what channel and where you're distributing. And that means so much more. And I'm going to try not to get too granular because I want to make sure that this is just an intro to it. But that also is like, do we have to put captions on? What size, what aspect ratio are we going to create the content? So that's why we ask those questions. So it is, what channels, and as I said, the accessibility part of it and those elements that come afterwards, like once you have actually created the content, those elements that need to be put into place. Then you're looking at you've got the channels and your distribution channels, but then also you're looking at your analytics and the data. So data, and if you want to say here, like your analytics, and making sure that those elements that now we're tracking and what are kind of results. And so that is the video marketing aspect of things there. All right. So I'm going to show you the video marketing canvas, which is the tool that I developed so that it would help our attendees. Like I said, it was a little bit like it was overwhelming with all the information coming out. So this is a way that in one shot that you can think about, and this works really well in a small team. You can definitely do this if you are a solopreneur or a small business owner. But if you are in a team or you work inside an organization where there are all these different stakeholders, you've got the marketing manager, you've got the sales manager, you've got the PR, you've got someone possibly even in accounting, and these are all people that are concerned with, okay, how is this campaign going to make us money, or how is this campaign going to, and I started talking a little bit longer, so I'll come back. How's this campaign going to make us money? How's it going to reach our audience? Just the business goals. So typically there's in teams, there's the business side, there's the creative side of things. So this kind of brings all those worlds together, and or help the marketing, the creative team bring this video marketing canvas and then go to other teams and explain what they're trying to do. So instead of this being drawn out into weeks and months, which it can, if you are proposing something to to a higher up, this is a great way for your team to quickly like brain dump all the ways that the campaign can work and just see where you are. So the title of this was to kickstart your video marketing planning. So this is a great start. So just going back to this here is okay, this canvas will help you get everything in one place. So you're thinking about, well, what type of video do we have to create? Or and it's this is not a linear type of not a linear tool. This is something that you are literally throwing everything at the wall. So if you're not quite sure yet what type of video you want to create, maybe maybe you're over here and you have like your messaging, and if you've got your messaging and you know that it is like you're launching, so you want to and forgive the writing here because this is just an overlay because this is a PDF. Say that around your messaging you're launching, and that you really, or is it crisis? You're in crisis communication, so you know that your messaging has to speak to that arena, that audience. Say you have the messaging first, but you can put all of that stuff in, put that down, get that down on paper, or digitally, I should say. And then maybe you already have assets. Maybe you have assets from a previous campaign. So you have some social media videos, that you have maybe there's some sort of presentation that the art department has already created. So you don't necessarily have to start from scratch with this campaign. Who owns this? Okay, is this the communications department that is responsible for this, or is this coming out of maybe the finance team? And so as you can see here, this is just, you can start from anywhere, but once you can get these elements into one place, then that will help you then know who to go to or what resources are missing. Because as I said, the idea is that this is to help you build out a strategic plan. This is going to help you when it comes down to budgeting. Just going back to that for a second. So this would help you with, thinking through your production costs, that, well, we might not know the exact cost, but we know that we need to keep this under $10,000, or we might need to keep it under $5,000, whatever that is. You know that you have those elements in play. So I just wanted to take a moment to just show you what a tool like this can do, what this can do for you brainstorming wise, getting those out onto paper. Again, just recapping. The difference between video production is the actual process of creating the content. The marketing is what you do of actually getting that out, distributing it, getting it out into the hands of your audience so that you can get the feedback and get the data and the analytics and ultimately reach your business goals, and that it is part of a larger strategy. It's not just living by itself in a silo. And I was introducing you just to the canvas, and I will let me know if you want to learn more about the canvas, and or if you want me to talk more and go into deeper depths. Hey, Todd. Yes, I could see someone like you, Todd, using the canvas, because you are a multifaceted artist, but then there's also the business side as well, and that it is a tool where, especially as creatives, we've got all these ideas, and getting them onto paper, and then having our team or having someone else provide feedback. And I'll just pull that up again, because it touches on all of those areas when it comes to strategically planning how you are going to use your content to reach your audience, and whether your goal is brand awareness, whether your goal is to actually a product launch. As I mentioned, startups use this as well. It's even startups use it, and then also small business owners as well, because the idea is to just get started, because that's the hardest part, right? The hardest part is to get started, whether we get paralyzed from overwhelm, whatever it may be. That you can, yes, Marsha, you're right, we all need it. We all need a resource to just kind of help us take it going, and it's a great blueprint. And as I said, it is what will help you to get started, and then from there, you will realize that, okay, we might need to spend some more time on the budget. And then it actually you get to like really branch out and dig deeper into the budget. You really get to dig deeper into the key messaging. But so often, like I know that when there was a consult I did a couple days ago, and typically when people come to us, they know that, okay, they either know their business goal or they know the idea that they have. And while that is great, we've got to bring those two worlds together, right? We've got to, okay, this concept going to help? And let me see if I can pull this up again, because I think, here we go. Yes. So, people, they either have the idea or they have the concept. And we want to bring those two together so that we can either make money, and or we can help to, increase brand awareness, and, so many other areas from the business side of things. So, thank you for watching. Let me know if you want me to come back, and I'll actually like plan out more of a series, and which area of this canvas, just pulling that up again, which area do you feel like, okay, I want to have a better understanding of how this area will help me either with your content creation and or your marketing side of things. Drop that in the comments below. If you want a copy of this, and I think I'm probably going to do some tweaks as well, because it is something we've been using for the past 5 years, and that's why I was like, oh, let me just pull this up and do let me pull this up and do a LinkedIn live, and share this resource for my overall audience. And I'll make some adjustments to it. I can give you this version, but I have some ideas on even just making it more editable and fillable as well. So let me know in the comments below. But thank you so much for watching, and I would love to know how you are currently building out your video marketing plan. Like, where are you with it? So Marsha, you are looking for more information on the content creation aspect of things, so thank you. That is really helpful. You are an extremely brilliant and creative person, so I know that it won't take you too long to really find that your lane and find your zone. Again, if you want a copy of the canvas, just send me a private message on LinkedIn, and I will be sure to get that over to you. And if you would like me to return and dig a little bit deeper into this, let me know. If you have a friend who is a friend or an associate, a coworker, who this could be valuable for them, they are in marketing and or maybe finance, or they're trying to get into the digital space, and this could kind of help give them a blueprint of, hey, this is something you should have a better understanding of, so that it will ultimately help you professionally. Tag them, share this with them. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you all next time. Bye.